So today's video is another makeup tutorial. I was looking through my old videos and I realized that I have never done a full-on dedicated video on the Master palette by Anastasia. I don't know why I haven't done a full tutorial on it. I've used it in like a quick little tutorial, but I haven't done like a full-on dedicated video for it. Anastasia eyeshadows are seriously so freaking good. I love them so much. I have 3 Anastasia palettes now. I only have 1 single eyeshadow. I do need to get some more singles, but the palettes are amazing. The Modern Renaissance palette was actually my favorite palette of 2016, just my favorite palette ever. And this is definitely a close second. I'm probably leaning more towards these sort of colors at the moment. So this is probably my favorite palette right now, just because it's heading into winter in Australia and these colors are just like so beautiful and warm, yet like grungy, and there's like those cool tones in there as well, and it works. You guys know I love halo eyes. I live for them, I love them, but I didn't come up with this on my own. I actually recreated someone else's look. This is the photo, if you guys can see it. It is so stunning. I came across this tutorial on YouTube a couple of months ago now. I'm not sure, I can't remember. All I have is this screenshot. It was on my laptop, so it's not even on my phone. I just like screenshot like a still from the video, and I didn't write her name down or anything. I'm definitely going to keep looking and try and find this girl because I just want to give proper credit, you know what I mean? I don't want to steal anyone's look, but I just really wanted to recreate this for you guys because I just thought it was really cool, and I like love the colors together. It's not something I would usually do, and I just think it works so well. She might have even used this palette, I don't know, I can't remember. That's what I like searched up when I was looking for her, because I feel like that's how I came across it. I might have been looking for tutorials on like how to use the colors. I don't know, I'm rambling. Everything will be listed in the description Everything will be listed in the description box. All my brushes, all the products, I'll link everything. And if I find this girl, I will leave her name. But yeah, other than that, I'm just going to jump straight into this video. I really hope that you guys like this look. Give it a big thumbs up if you do, and I'll catch you guys in my next one.
Hey guys, so we're just starting off with the base today. I don't know, I felt like my skin was looking super blotchy, so I just wanted to, you know, go ahead and cover that shiz up right away. Going in with the Benefit Porefessional primer. You guys know I love this, just smooths everything out and it's just amazeballs, basically. Also doing my brows on camera for once. I never ever do this, but I felt like I owed it to you guys to include it for once. I use the E75 brush from Sigma to both like do my brows and carve them out. I own a few of these brushes and they're my favorite. And at the moment I've just been using my Anastasia Blonde Dip Brow to just fake the illusion of bushy brows when I have Mona Lisa brows. Then going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Orange. Basically I was just pulling out some old makeup from my collection. My dark circles were raging today and I just thought I would test it out and see like if I still liked it like I used to. I don't know, just trying stuff out. And then I just went in with some of this NYX Green Concealer as well. I will leave all of my brushes listed down below like I always do, and I will leave them in order so you guys can kind of match it up with the video and like pinpoint the exact brush that you want to see. But then I'm just going in with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder just to set that orange concealer underneath the eyes. It just helps it to stop from smoothing. I was gonna say swiping and moving, but I said smoothing. Stops it from moving around when you're like using your foundation on top. I don't even know what I'm trying to say now. Anyway, the foundation that I'm using today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in the shade Beige. I hated this when I first picked it up, but now I am obsessed. I will be doing a second impression video for you guys where I go through, wear it for like a full 12 hours and just show you guys how I like to apply it to my face and like what works for me, how I keep it on and all that sort of stuff. I thought that would be like a cute little series to start. You know how I do like my first impressions, I could start doing second impressions and like revisit old foundations. So definitely let me know if you guys are interested in seeing that. But then I'm just going in and contouring my face. I'm using my Anastasia contour kit. I haven't used this in so long, but like I said, I just wanted to use some old makeup, and I also wanted to incorporate a few more Anastasia products into this tutorial just because we are using an Anastasia palette. I figured it would help you guys if you just want to pick some stuff up from like the same brand. So I just took the lightest shade in the palette to conceal underneath my eyes on my Sigma E62 brush, and then I just went in with my Sigma 3D HD blender to blend everything out. I've really been liking mixing like a beauty oil, or in this video I used my RCMA foundation thinner just in with the creams itself, I feel like it makes everything blend out a lot more smoothly. So if you do have this palette and you find that you're struggling to use it a little bit, I just recommend, what even was that? Why can't I ever speak properly? I recommend just adding a couple of drops of like some sort of beauty oil into the product itself, and everything will blend out 1,000 times better. And then to contour, just to apply the contour, I used my F61. It's my favorite for applying cream contour. And then to blend everything, oh my god, what is this voiceover? Then to blend everything out, I used my, oh my god, seriously? I'm gonna punch myself right in the face. I used my F04 to blend everything out. Oh my god, I need like a kick in the head. Anyway, moving on, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder again on my Sigma F35 brush, just setting underneath my eyes. You guys know I don't use anything else. I feel like this really just helps to set everything down, prevents creasing, and it helps hide my dark circles at the same time. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm just using my translucent powder from Laura Mercier. Going in with my powder contour kit from Anastasia, I'm taking the shade Fawn on my Sigma F05 brush, and I'm just using that to set the cream contour from earlier, and then going in with the more orangey shade from the palette on my F10 brush from Sigma. I am just going in and kind of bronzing up my face. I really love this bronzer shade. I just feel like it, I don't know, it's just the perfect shade, like super orange, but just kind of works. I'm feeling it, you know. Then going in and highlighting the shiznit out of my face hole, I'm using my That Glow kit from Anastasia. I love this. I don't know why I haven't included it in more videos. Here you guys can see me realizing, what the F, Kasey? Why have you not been reaching for this? I know, right? I was shocked. I was shooketh. But I love it. It's the best. I think it's so nice. And it's so worth the money. You never run out of highlighters, you know what I'm saying? Then going in with the blush, I'm using this Papa Don't Peach blush from Too Faced. It smells amazing. It's really similar to Milani's Luminoso, so if you have Luminoso, just use that because it's cheap as chips. And then to lay down this caketh face, I'm going in with some Fix Plus from MAC because it just hides the cake. Then moving on to the eyes, we're taking the Anastasia Master Palette by Mario. I love this palette, it's amazing. The pigmentation is incredible. It's like my favorite palette right now. I'm just taking the shade Luna on my E40 brush from Sigma. Basically just blending this into the crease and the lower lash line. You guys know the drill. As you guys know, I mentioned this look was inspired by somebody else, and I managed to find her on YouTube again. I was so happy, so I'm going to write her name down below and link her YouTube video as well in case you guys want to go and check that out. I'm in no way claiming that I'm like super talented and just like came up with this. I honestly just saw a look I liked and felt compelled to recreate it, and that's that. Then we are going in with the E38 brush and the shade Isabel. It's just the warm orangey sort of shade from the palette, and I'm just taking that into my crease as well as the inner and outer corners and the lower lash line. So we're just starting to create that halo eye. This step isn't necessary, like you don't have to put it in the inner and outer corner, but you guys know I just really like to layer my shades and make sure everything's like multi-dimensional rather than kind of flat, especially because we are going in with some cooler shades such as the blue and the green later on. I just want to make sure that we do have that warmth down and it creates like a nice backdrop and sort of melts everything together. Then you see me you see me going in with some concealer, just using that same brush that I used earlier on my face. Like I said, everything will be listed down below. Basically, this is just to help the halo center lid sort of color pop a little bit more and stand out. Completely optional, but I just prefer to do this. And then we're taking the shade Hollywood on the Sigma E62 brush. This is the most yellowy sort of toned shade in the palette, and it doesn't have a lot of sparkle. I wanted the lid to be a little bit more matte and not have too much shimmer. You guys could go in with Fifth Avenue if you want to, but I just personally wanted to use Hollywood and just have more of a contrast between the blue and the green and like the yellow sort of lid, if you guys get me. So I just went in and applied that to the center, and then I took the shade Isabel again and just sort of like diffused everything into the outer corners, make sure everything was blended. And then I went in with Bronx and Claudia. So first I just took the green shade Bronx and just sort of applied that, just got a feel for how everything's going, you know. I was a little bit scared to play with green, I'm not gonna lie. And then I just started packing more of it on, blending the Claudia blue shade in there, and just sort of like building up the color, making sure everything was diffused at the same time. I still wanted this look to be really soft and not too crazy and colorful. I wanted to have like a pop of color but still have it kind of diffused. Basically I was just going off the reference picture and kind of trying to recreate what I saw. And then I'm just doing the exact same thing to the lower lash line. Super self-explanatory, just going in with that concealer and then doing like the outer corners of like the color. You guys know what I'm talking about. I then went ahead and did a little bit of inner corner highlighting because I love it. I can't do a makeup tutorial without having inner corner highlight. I used the shade Hollywood on the E21 brush, and then I took this Dazzle shadow quad from MAC. I mixed the white shade and the yellow shade just to have a little pop of like glittery sort of stuff like the photo, and I just like shoved it right up in there. I then went in and applied a little bit of black eyeliner. This is one of the Too Faced sketch markers, just doing a really thin line across the lash line to make sure the eyelashes blend in more seamlessly. I used the New Bounce & Bombay lashes. You guys can use Kasey Rayton to get 20% off. You know, I use them in almost every tutorial. I swear by them. I love them. They are my faves. Then going in with a couple of Anastasia liquid lipsticks. The first one is Pure Hollywood. I love this shade. Just applying that all over my lips. I actually used a nude pink lip liner as well, but I just got rid of those clips because I couldn't remember what the brand or the shade was that I was using. So any lip liner will do, doesn't really matter too much. And then I went in with the shade Milkshake and just applied that to the center. I wanted a little bit of ombre and just to brighten them up a little bit. I then went in with my Gerard Cosmetics setting spray. This is in the scent Cucumber, I think. It's my fave. I'm just spraying my face to set everything down. You guys can use Kasey to get 30% off Gerard Cosmetics. I definitely recommend their setting sprays. They're amazing. But that is it for this tutorial, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys. Goodbye.
Eyelashes stuck on there. Welcome back to my channel. Modern, no, this is not the modern, it's like, hey guys, why am I yelling? Why am I yelling? Oh, I can't even live right now. Can't even live.